Hi there, my name is Matt Cole.
And I'm Brian Garrity.
We are the producers of the Sexperts Podcast, and we have a very special guest who's coming here for his first time. Right, I'm not getting that, okay? It's taken a while, but he's finally on the show. Welcome, Forrest Deal.
Oh, thank you. Great to be here.
Yeah. And you have been on my radar for a while, and I know we've gone back and forth like, hey, when can you be on the podcast? And since then, you've been doing more and more and better stuff until I think the culmination of your work is going to be tonight. Is that correct?
I'm performing in an Improvageddon in a team called Forrest. Which I
Is
think
it all people named Forrest?
yeah, in essence, we're all Forrest.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But you know you made it when like your band, your group is named after you. You know, like
Yeah.
Prince. Once Simon and Garfunkel kicked off that freeloader Garfunkel, just Paul Simon.
I was thinking it would like create an opportunity to create a really good promo video where like the fame has gotten to me and we're doing like cutaways of the other cast members and they're like, it seemed fun at first, but it's just gotten out of hand. And then there's like paparazzi photos of me like smoking and drinking and like leaving a club at like 2:00 and then like I don't know if he's gonna show up to the show or not. And then like right before the lights kick on, then I just burst in through the door and then we sell out. I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought that I thought that out or anything. That just kind of rolled off the top of my head.
You gotta show up in like the Eddie Murphy like red leather and stuff. Be like, what's the deal with airlines?
You guys just don't understand this brilliance.
No, I'm getting it.
I'm creating my own Forrest group that's just me next.
So talk a little bit about what it's been like to grow up with your name. Has it been a good thing?
What a hardball.
A neutral thing? A great thing?
I think...
Because I'm first and last. It's quite the combo.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to brag about my career, but I was the SCA president in 8th grade, and I ran on 2 campaign slogans. One was deal or no deal.
Nice.
And run, Forrest, run, : he is, for class president.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
You got my vote. Much better than when I ran for class president, and this is true. I may have told you before, but I had popsicle sticks. This is my dad's idea. He's a country fucking dumbass.
Stick this in your butt. Stick this in your butthole while you vote for Matt Cole.
No, so he was like, all right, Matt, we gotta think of something cheap and something you can pass out. Popsicle sticks. So we had my slogan was, don't be a stick, Matt Cole is your pick.
Did you win?
I lost.
Oh, man.
Oh shit, I can see her face but I can't remember it. It was a long time ago. Much longer.
Wasn't her name Emma Crabby Finch?
What? Oh no, her name was Hillary Clinton.
Wait, she won, actually?
Yeah, that was the only time she won.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
I'll heal you up against that guy with the popsicle stick. I don't like your chances.
Was that your Bill Clinton?
I'll be in the garage playing with sax.
With Arsenio. Jam sesh.
But you did grow up when like Forrest Gump was around and stuff.
So oddly enough, I was born 2 weeks after that movie came out.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Neat.
Forrest is a family name.
Okay.
But no relation.
Let's talk about comedy. How long have you been doing?
But he was like one of 7 Forrests in the hospital that day.
Yeah, at least maybe that was the story my parents told me. Like, no, it wasn't. We didn't just blank and then what's in the
Now
theater?
go get your sister
They
Jen.
just saw, on the way to the hospital, they saw like a movie theater with the Forrest Gump poster and was like, that's it.
Now shut up and go get your sister Jenna for dinner.
at least you weren't named Jurassic Park. I think that was out in the theaters then. That was a good year.
My parents almost named me Breaking 2.
Electric Boogaloo. All right, comedy. Let's talk about where you got your start in comedy, improv, all that sort of stuff. Where did it begin for Forrest Deal?
At the Push Comedy Theater. That
Nice.
was my first experience ever trying to perform.
Maybe this is like a weird stereotype or something, but you catch me as like a stand-up guy. You ever did stand-up?
You ever did stand up?
I'm trying to be colloquial.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So I thought about it because
Yeah.
I guess when I was in college, I thought about auditioning for the JMU improv team, but never did. And I just knew that I was interested.
Way to put it out there.
JMU?
I thought about my dreams, but I decided not to chase them.
I'm glad you're still alive, by the way. I heard JMU was quite a party school.
It is.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean,
There was, so I remember, one of my friends went to JMU, or West.
JMU is where the guys who formed the band Everything that released the radio hit The Hooch.
I thought they were from Harrisonburg.
They're from JMU, which is in Harrisonburg.
Oh,
that's correct. I can confirm. Yeah.
No, it all comes together. No, I had a friend, my friend Wes, went to JMU, and I remember we were very antisocial. We didn't know how to actually walk into a party, and we just drove past the parties, and we would drive past. I remember it was on top of this hill, and below the hill, you may know where I'm talking about, or maybe it got burnt down. There was these apartment complexes, but they were people spilled out into the parking lot.
Yeah.
Was that still there?
Oh yeah.
Gee, what was that called? Do you remember?
There's several apartment complexes
that had fucking parties. This huge. Jesus Christ.
I mean, there's just one on every block. It seems like Thursday through Saturday, and then God. You can always find one during the week too. Come on down to Harrisonburg.
Okay, so you didn't do improv in college, and then how'd you get started to push comedy theater?
So I moved here for a job about a year and a half ago, and was just looking for something to do. And I knew that I've always wanted to try improv.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in Fairgrounds, the coffee shop, and just honestly Googled improv classes.
Wow.
In Norfolk or Hampton Roads.
And Push came up? The first hit? That's surprising.
And seriously. I mean,
wow.
I was and it's right in my neighborhood, and I really did not expect to kind of dive into this world, because I thought it'd be a couple people in a classroom. Kind of teaching some
it's
improv.
A fucking religion.
Yeah. and that's
and how long ago was that?
A year and a half ago.
You've only been around for a year and a half?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And really just probably about a year, because I work in news, and there was a 6-month period when I was working nights and weekends. So I didn't get off until 11:30 at night, and Friday and Saturday, and then 3 nights during the week. So I didn't do anything with
We
the
refer to that
then.
period as deforestation.
Have you been holding on to that one?
No.
And then let's see. Just last night, talk about you were in the Improv Riot.
I was.
How was that? How's that been going for you?
And
it was our last show.
How do you like the host? Is he good? People like him. People talking about him.
He was a great host.
People saying nice things.
Yeah.
He got a lot of good energy.
Yeah. Really worked the crowd.
He's really good with the bell. Every time he slaps the bell, he hits it. Bam.
Yep. Matt was the one who turned me onto this religion. He's the one who saved me, turned my life around.
Yeah, there you go. I'm also his father. We talked about that earlier.
Circle of life, bro.
Yeah.
So this wasn't your first Improv Riot team, though, right? You've been on.
So I was on Ham and Eggs.
That was
last season.
Gotcha.
And then All Business this summer. And
what are you laughing at, you motherfucker?
This is how straight he said those names. I was on Booty Fire. I guess I was June through July, and then I was on Third Nut.
You know what's crazy though? You gotta think about sports teams. Sports teams, they take that shit so seriously, but they're on teams called the Raptors. How are you gonna take that serious? I play.
The worst is the fucking New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Orlando Magic.
I was thinking of Magic too. It's
step up off my Pelicans, bro.
With Pelicans. What the hell? So yeah, of course, improv teams have silly names.
I think Orlando Magic's their mascot is Snuff the Magic Dragon. I'm not even kidding.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I kind of like him now.
Oh god. So let's get back to Improvageddon. So that's every last Saturday of the month at 10 p.m. It's 3 improv teams duking out for the championship. They get a great prize. It's the hammer of Lowell the Hammer Stanley.
And I have wielded it once.
With
Doorprov.
Doorprov.
Yeah.
Another good name.
Not the most creative name. It was we just kind of looked around the room and thought, well, what can we what's a compound word we can make right now?
With prov, chair prov, floor prov, door prov.
Unlike your current team, which is named
Forrest.
I told Matt I was trying to be the seal of my generation. We just wanted one word. That's all. It's very streamlined.
Well, Matt's dream was always to give birth to the seal of the next generation.
The seventh seal. All right. So what's in the future? You're gonna stick around, continue to Herald, Improv, Riot,
Yeah,
other
so
teams? What do you
last weekend I just auditioned. Now, last week's audition was the first time I was eligible for a Herald team. So
Oh, nice. Cool.
Auditioned for the Herald and didn't audition at all for Riot. So hopefully get on a Herald team, and I want to do that this season.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see you in the
I
Herald.
feel like that's the next step in growth.
Cool. Wow. You gonna be on a Herald team, Brian?
I hope so.
Did you audition?
I did.
That's the first step.
That's the first step.
Good job. I hope Herald is building and building, you know, because like there have been some teams, just because the program was young, where it was like, ugh, but now it's building, and like the Herald nights are really fun now, and I hope eventually, maybe fingers crossed, it gets like an 8 p.m. slot, and that like people from the area like want to come see it, like Improv Riot's really grown as well.
I mean, like last night's show, that's so much fun because I think in an Improv Riot, you're just getting a lot of people off the street.
Yeah.
And the way that show goes, it's just very audience friendly, like just general audience.
You'll leave with a smile on your face.
Yeah.
As opposed to Herald Night, where you leave going, "What the fuck?
What the hell?
These people do that?
What was that?
You studied this?
I'm gonna go see the next Forrest show. Fuck this Herald.
I haven't seen a Herald since JMU. Did you know anybody in college named Herald?
I didn't.
Brian?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever known anyone in my life.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Actually, I don't think I've ever met anyone.
It's one of those-
named
Harold Carey, the baseball announcer.
Yeah, it's one of those names. Actually, I gotta look that up. I know that Gary is a name that's almost extinct. Like
I know
last
a
year was
Gary.
the fewest Garys in existence.
I know a Gary Scopel. If you're listening, shout out.
Does he listen?
No,
Forrest has got to be pretty low too.
I think I've met 3 other Forrests in my life.
More Heralds than you know.
you need to get out more.
Have you met more than 3?
Dozens.
Really?
I was at a Forrest convention once.
Oh, really? And I haven't been invited?
They call it a convention. It was more like a sport group. A lot of sad people there.
All right.
It's a tough gig. I mean, a lot of Forrest Gump jokes through your life.
I'm like,
yeah.
Everyone's telling you to run.
karaoke night. I'm like, can somebody sing one happy song? Like,
I'll host the retreat next
one
year.
guy sang "Welcome to the Jungle," but he switched jungle with Forrest, but in tears.
Oh,
I bet that kills among a Forrest crowd.
When you hear somebody crying and singing "We Have Fun in Games," awkward.
I think of clowns. Okay. Well, we're glad we finally have gotten you on the show.
I'm glad I can go to the beach without him giving me shit about not being on the fucking show anymore.
Did you really?
I
hope
did
you
that once, yeah. It was a fun bit.
I haven't been back to the beach since.
Neither have I.
I don't like the beach. It has the sun and sand. Ugh. I prefer the dark, the damp. All right. Anyways, thank you for being here. We're on to the episode.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.